Love is never innocent. Behind every glance, every touch, every silence, there's a strategy. We all like to believe that love makes us equals, but deep down, we know the truth. One always loves more. One always yields. One always leads. In every relationship, visible or hidden, a power dynamic is at play. It's not always cruel. It's simply human. The desire to be desired, the hunger to possess, the fear of losing control. Robert Greene called this the secret architecture of seduction, a game of emotions, invisible threads of manipulation, and the eternal tension between dominance and vulnerability. Some play it consciously, others become the pieces. This is not about deceit, it's about awareness. Because when you learn to read the power game, you stop being its victim and start mastering yourself. Love. We speak of it as something pure, spontaneous, uncontaminated by motives or calculation. But beneath that illusion, there's always a subtle current, an exchange of power, influence, and emotion. Every gaze, every confession, every gesture hides a quiet negotiation between control and surrender. Most people enter this dance unconsciously. They believe they're following their heart, but what they're really doing is playing a game, one written not in words, but in instincts, insecurities, and the silent art of persuasion. Robert Greene says that power is never static. It moves like energy, flowing to the one who can manage emotion, command attention, and remain unpredictable. And in love, the same rule applies. The person who can remain calm when the other trembles, the one who withholds what the other craves, that person, without even trying, becomes the center of gravity. It doesn't mean they're cruel. It means they understand something most people refuse to admit. Desire needs imbalance to survive. When two people meet, attraction often begins with mystery. Not with what's revealed, but with what's withheld. We fall in love not with the other person's reality, but with the space they allow us to imagine. The unknown ignites the spark. And the moment everything is revealed, the game loses its tension. That's why Greene warns, those who reveal too much, too soon, lose power. They stop being the hunter and become the hunted. But here's the uncomfortable truth. This isn't manipulation, it's human nature. Every act of seduction is also an act of self-preservation. We don't just want to be loved, we want to be chosen. And being chosen means holding something that makes the other reach for us. Think about the first time you felt obsessed with someone. They didn't even have to do much, did they? A half smile, a well-timed silence, a sudden distance, and you were lost. That's the essence of the power game. It's not about force, but suggestion. It's about making the other person move toward you without realizing you've pulled the strings. Seduction, as Greene writes, isn't about beauty or charm. It's about control of attention. Attention is the modern currency of power. The more someone occupies your mind, the more power they hold over you. And that's why the most seductive people are not necessarily the most attractive. They're the ones who make you think about them when they're not there. The cruel irony? They've entered your thoughts because they know how to leave space. They don't fill the silence, they let it echo. They don't chase, they pause and let you wonder. In that wondering, they grow larger in your imagination than they ever could be in reality. And that's how desire feeds itself, on absence, on uncertainty, on the subtle game of what's given and what's withheld. But the game isn't always intentional. Many people play it without even knowing. They're guided by instinct, by old wounds, by fear of rejection or need for validation. Some control to avoid being controlled. Some seduce to avoid being forgotten. And so love becomes a battlefield where tenderness and strategy coexist. You give a little, you hold a little. You reveal enough to seem vulnerable, but not enough to lose leverage. And deep down, you hope someone will finally love you without needing to win. But here's the paradox. When love turns into competition, no one truly wins. Because control and surrender are both illusions. No matter who seems to lead the dance, both are caught in the same rhythm, one giving meaning to the other. Robert Greene once wrote, "Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less." In emotional terms, this means the less you demand, the more weight your presence carries. The more detached you seem, the more others invest in trying to understand you. It's a psychological mirror. People project their own desires onto what's opaque. That's why the truly seductive don't persuade, they evoke. They know that mystery is a kind of generosity. It gives the other person space to dream. And when you become someone's dream, you no longer need to ask for their attention. You own it. But let's be honest. Not everyone can play this game consciously. Most people oscillate between two extremes. They either give everything and feel empty, or hold everything back and end up alone. The art lies in balance, in learning that power in love doesn't mean domination, but awareness. Awareness of what drives you. Awareness of what attracts you. Awareness of when your desire becomes dependency. Because in the end, the real danger isn't being manipulated. It's living unaware that you're being moved by forces you can't see. So, what's the way out? It begins with self-knowledge, recognizing when you're seducing and when you're submitting, recognizing the thrill of being desired and the fear of being abandoned. It's not about rejecting the game, but learning to see it for what it is. Because when you can see the rules, you can start to rewrite them. And that's when love, real love, ceases to be a battlefield and becomes an exchange between two conscious players who know that power is not the enemy, it's the test. If this resonates with you, stay until the end, because the second part will dive into the darker side of seduction, the emotional tactics, the hidden wounds behind control, and the ultimate truth about why some people need to dominate to feel loved.
Every power game begins with a promise, the illusion that we can stay in control while still being vulnerable. But the deeper we fall, the blurrier that line becomes. Because love and power share the same root. Both crave recognition. Both want to be seen. In the beginning, seduction feels effortless. You draw someone in with charm, attention, the art of being exactly what they need. But once you have their heart, the game changes. Now the question isn't, can I win them? It's, can I keep them? And this is where fear enters. Robert Greene says that power is not about aggression, but about tension. The ability to hold desire without rushing to satisfy it, to make someone wait, to leave a word unfinished, a text unanswered, a silence deliberate. Every hesitation is a seed of obsession, because what we can't predict, we can't stop thinking about. This is the emotional paradox of control. The more you try to possess someone, the more they slip away. And yet, the more you allow space, the more they move toward you. Seduction, then, is not domination, it's choreography. Two souls circling each other, each pretending not to care too much. But for many, this dance turns toxic, especially for those who've been wounded before. Some people crave control not because they're cruel, but because losing control once left them shattered. They learned that vulnerability is dangerous, so they built power as armor, charm as camouflage. Their strength is a performance, their distance a defense. And behind that calm surface hides a deep, aching terror that if someone truly saw them, they'd walk away. The cruelest players of the power game are often its greatest victims. They've learned to love strategically, not sincerely. They calculate every gesture, every silence, every word, because spontaneity once cost them their dignity. So they seduce to feel safe. They manipulate to feel seen. And in the end, they always lose. Because you can't be loved for the mask you wear, only for what you dare to reveal beneath it. Robert Greene never said seduction was evil. He said it was realistic. It's the language of a world where emotional scarcity has become normal, where everyone fears rejection more than they desire connection, where showing too much is a sign of weakness, and control has become the only acceptable form of intimacy. But there's another truth hidden beneath all this. When we understand how power operates between people, we also begin to see the hidden motives in ourselves. Every time you felt drawn to someone who hurt you, every time we mistook distance for depth, or mystery for love, you were responding to an ancient instinct, the one that tells you, if I can win their attention, I'll prove my worth. That's not love, that's fear disguised as passion. It's the echo of your own insecurity projected onto someone who knows how to make you chase. And maybe, just maybe, the one who controls you emotionally isn't even that powerful. Maybe they just understand your hunger better than you do. Power in relationships isn't about who dominates, it's about who sets the emotional tempo. The one who decides when to approach, when to retreat, when to reveal tenderness, and when to hold silence. They become the emotional metronome, the pulse that defines the rhythm of attachment. But you can reclaim that rhythm, not by playing harder, but by stepping out of the game. Start by noticing your triggers. Who makes you chase? Who makes you doubt your worth? And more importantly, why do you keep returning to that dynamic? The answer most often lies in your own reflection. The desire for control and love usually hides the fear of being powerless. The need to dominate hides the terror of being abandoned. And the attraction to power itself is often a longing to merge with someone who seems unshakable, because deep down, you don't trust your own strength. But here's the liberation. Once you see this, the spell breaks. You stop falling for the illusion that attention equals love. You stop mistaking mystery for depth. You stop giving your peace in exchange for someone's approval. Robert Greene said that mastery begins with awareness. And in this emotional arena, mastery means understanding the game well enough to play without losing your soul. That doesn't mean rejecting passion or seduction. It means refusing to confuse strategy with sincerity. True power doesn't come from control. It comes from clarity, from knowing when your heart is being moved by desire and when it's being manipulated by fear. So maybe the real seducer isn't the one who holds others in their spell, but the one who knows themselves deeply enough not to be hypnotized by anyone. The one who can stand in the chaos of attraction and still remember who they are. Because when you reach that point, when you no longer need to win, to chase, or to dominate, You become magnetic without even trying. Your calm becomes your allure, your authenticity your weapon, and your presence, silent but certain, becomes something no one can control. If this resonates with you, stay connected. The next exploration dives into the paradox of control itself, how power becomes a prison, and how vulnerability, once feared, can become your greatest form of strength. Because in the end, the game only loses its grip when you no longer need to play.